we are 10 days out from stepping on stage, and I just did my very last check-in for my photo shoot this Sunday. Body weight this morning was 67 kilos on the dot, so another 0.2 down from yesterday. And I have today and tomorrow left of digging, so I'm going to be somewhere in the 60s before we peak. Overall, I'm quite happy with the look that I brought. In the past 4 to 5 weeks, we have made some really good visual improvements that, to be honest, I didn't think I'd be able to make. So I'm very happy we have brought that in. There's still some areas of my body that prefer to be leaner. If any of you watch my videos, you would know it's my glutes. Now, in terms of posing, we have made some improvements to the pose to make that rear relaxed pose in particular look a lot better. But overall, I'm quite happy with the visuals and the visual improvements we have made in the previous 4 to 5 weeks. If I'm being honest, are a lot better than I expected. So yeah, I'm happy. And we still have peak week to come in yet, and the little peak coming in Saturday. But I'm not expecting that to be magic either. I think that's like something people expect to do. Like they expect, oh yeah, wait for my peak week, now wait till I carb load and my physique is going to magically blow up. Yeah, it might do you some benefits and it might make, it might give you that extra few percent, but I'm not expecting it to fucking put a magic pin on the box and make me unreal, make me Ronnie Coleman, stepping on stage. So yeah, I'm happy with the physique that I brought. It's just taken out for these last 2 days. I have today, I have tomorrow, then did a peak on Saturday. So let's see what that's like with a carb load on Saturday, and let's see how much of improvement it does make. If you've been following these vlogs now already, you will know the drill. I know I have to do 30 minutes cardio to start off in the morning, and I'll do my remaining 30 minutes later on, somewhere in the evening. Today I'm actually on an upper body pump session, 2 or 3 reps in reserve, not creating too much fatigue, and I'm training with Mr. Tom Dooley over in Planet Health. Planet Health is the gym that I train in regularly. And when I actually am going to bring you into the gym for today's vlog and get a quick little training. Actually, I'm going to bring you along. I'll keep it very raw. I was going to say like a training montage, but I'm not. I'm going to keep it very raw and just bring you in the moment. And I will do some posing, ideally, in the studio afterwards if it's not been used. That's the most ideal scenario. So yeah, that's what today's going to be like. 10 days out. Let's fucking do it. That's 30 minutes cardio and 4K steps wrapped up early this morning. Now, I'm going to turn this around. As you can see, it is pelting rain this morning, so I didn't get to go outside. Sorry, my voice gone. I didn't get to go outside this morning, unfortunately. I usually head out and I box off my steps outside. It's nice to get a bit of fresh air in the mornings, but this is where a bit of equipment I have comes in fairly handy. So the bike that I use, see this bike here? Now, excuse the washing, it's on the rad. The bike that I use, and also my little walking pad in here. These are both from a company called Home Fitness Code Ireland. You may have heard them. They've got quite big in the past year. I actually had their walking pad for a good while, but eventually they reached out to me and they said, you want the code? So if any of you are looking to pick up a walking pad, you can use code Key and Kelly at checkout and you save yourself. It's about 20 quid you get off. It's a nice chunk, and they're so handy. Like, for example, if I needed to get my steps down this morning and I couldn't go outside, I'd be short steps I need and put myself under pressure, especially now coming into the winter, lads, when it's going to be like pelting rain the whole time, it's cold, it's misty outside, you don't want to go out. That walking pad can come in fairly handy, and it's cheap enough as well in comparison to like a treadmill. If I'm right in saying like a normal treadmill is like 300-400 quid if you're lucky. The walking pad is like €150, and so was that bike. And then that's not even including the discount you can get if you use code Key and Kelly at checkout. I'll leave the link down here somewhere in the description, but honestly, they're so handy. Like I said, especially in times like this. Let's have my breakfast there. Sorry I didn't record it. I was absolutely starving, so I got it wolfed down before I even recorded the video. But if any of you watch my full day of eating, which is out now, yeah, it'll be yesterday's video by the time you're watching this. This would be my last meal in that full day of eating, so I will try leave that linked somewhere on the screen. Pretty sure I have to do it at the end of the video. If you want to go watch that, my full day of eating on a rest day, this meal is also included on that. But this is just my breakfast that I have on a training day. So I'll leave that link somewhere here. But my plan of action for now, so right now it is 8:05, so I'm bang on time for my breakfast. My plan of action right now, I am going to edit yesterday's full day of eating, get that posted up, so I'm on the daily thing right now. And then also my plan of action is before I go and train, I want to get back on top of my short form content for Instagram and YouTube Shorts. And if any of you aren't following me on Instagram, you much appreciate when I carry over. I do a lot more educational content, but I am also documenting my process as well in the lead up to stage on Instagram. So go follow there. My name is Keen the Coach on Instagram. That would be much appreciated. But I'm going to crack into a bit of work here. I have about 4 hours. I have 3 and about 3.25 hours before I get a pre-workout meal into me and go over a train with Tom at 12. And I bring you over for that session, then my upper pump session. Like I said, it's just like 2 or 3 RIR on most reps, most sets. But when my check-in is in, which I'm super excited for, which I presume is going to be somewhere within the next hour and a half to 2 hours, I will cut this video and I'll let you know the feedback and let you know what the plan of action is, because I have a feeling, I don't know for certain, that he's going to let me know the plan of action anyways in regards to my peak on Saturday, which is kind of exciting. I'm looking forward to the food. So I'm going to get this work done and I'll chat to you soon.
Thank you very much for the check-in. 7 flat this morning. Obviously visuals in a good spot, man. Like, we are running flat. We'll just make a couple of small changes. Like, I'll give you a little bit of food on Saturday, run a bit of a trial peak.
Pre-workout meal is about to go in, but regardless of that, you have seen the previous clip and I've got the plan of action. Well, I don't actually have the plan of action for peak day on Saturday, but best bit of news I've got is my cardio. Tomorrow is my last day of cardio, and we can start to pull down the cardio and overall output. Cardio and steps will start to come down as of Saturday. No cardio on Saturday, no cardio on Sunday. We might do a bit on Monday and Tuesday for baseline, by maybe 30 minutes or something, but overall my cardio now is going to be wrapped up and our digging is essentially finished with as of tomorrow. So he's going to send me over the plan to peak on Saturday morning, and he has my whole peak week plan planned out essentially as for next week. And I'm not going to find out that plan until next week, but I will find out the plan for Saturday's peak on Saturday morning. Now, he did say he's going to send over a bit of like a rough plan of action into the group chat this evening, which I'm looking forward to see like roughly how it's all going to work. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited now. Now, John, I'm just this close. Cards are going to wrap up. I can start to pull off some fatigue. Like, you looked at my photos this morning. I put them up somewhere here on the screen again. Like, I am quite flat right now, and I'm just looking forward to filling up again with the extra carbs. Now, like I said, I'm not expecting the extra carbs to blow up my physique and make it like this mad transformation. But I am flat and I could do with extra carbs. So it'd be nice to see how much of a change it does make. So yeah, I'm going to go get this meal into me. I'm going over to meet Tom. I am a bit late. He did say he's going to be starting training at 12. I'm going to be starting probably realistically there by 12:30. But hopefully we can tag in for a few bits, because he's training upper as well. And I just have an upper body pump session. Like I said, leaving 2 or 3 reps in reserve on every single set. Not creating too much fatigue. Still getting a good pump. It's still a good level of intensity, but nothing too crazy. So I'm going to eat this. This here is my cream of rice bowl. I've got 50 grams cream of rice, 1 scoop of whey, 100 grams of mixed berries, and 20 grams of 70% dark chocolate. And I'm actually using the carrot cake flavour today just for a change in terms of cream of rice. Don't know what draw me to that. I just want a bit of variety. It's not even that nice. I'm on prep. These taste buds are extremely sensitive, so that the cream of rice carrot cake, there's a ghost in my house. The cream of rice carrot cake is actually quite nice to me right now. So yeah, I'll stop talking shit and I'll meet you over in the gym. Right, so we have arrived here at the gym now. I am a bit late, so Tom has already started. He's somewhere over there. And like I said, this is only a pump session for me. So Keen sent me like a rough protocol of what to follow. It's not like my normal plan. So what I have a lateral variation, an incline / shoulder machine, a pec deck, a lat row, upper back pull down, bicep, tricep. Like I said, 2 or 3 sets of everything and leaving 2 to 3 reps in reserve to get a nice pump. And I go into the pose room afterwards as well, all going well. Hopefully the class isn't going to take it up and I can get a few posing shots as well, bring you for that.
Treat these as pump sessions.
Huh?
You find it hard to treat as a pump session, so.
Not really, no, because the whole time like fatigue has been high enough, like I'm just like, yeah, whatever. You say, well to the vlog, kid.
Huh?
You say, well to the vlog.
Yup, I said.
Chat, man.
Gets on.
I said. But no, generally fatigue has been like, fatigue's high enough anyway the whole time. I'm like, yeah, right. I need to stop here, but of course I'm only doing it now, obviously. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling good now. Like I'm kind of delighted it is, because the past few days, like I was doing legs yesterday.
Oh, is that a little bit of a head wobble?
Yeah, I was in a pendulum and I came up and I was like, what the fuck? I had to stop because I know myself though, I had a blood pressure when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like I passed out a good times when I was younger, like so I have my blood pressure can spike, like so I have to be very careful with it, like so I don't mind this little 2 or 3 reps in reserve right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Right, that's me. I have a pressing movement done. I also done the lat pull down there, so upper back movement. I'm just going to go onto this gym let go fly machine now. If any of you haven't used it before, since it's plate loaded, it makes it really heavy in the length position. Like usually I have a fly before any sort of pressing movement, But I generally find when I do this machine first, it kind of takes away from my strength just because of how heavy it is in the lengthens. Now, obviously I don't mind doing it today. Like I said, it's just this pump session. So I can do is I have my pressing movement done, I have an upper back movement done, this will be my fly. Then I'll do a lat focus row, a lateral, a bicep and a tricep, and that will be me finished for today. Like I have almost like a repeat of this session tomorrow. Now we'll try to add some variety into the exercises tomorrow in King's Gym, but it'll be almost like a replication of this, or a duplication of this, let's say. So I'm not going too hard again. 2 or 3 reps in reserve, nothing too serious. And yeah, let's get through it. Bit of a cue fee for anyone when you're doing flies, whether it's a machine, pec tech, cable flies, machine like this. Always think elbows together. Way too many people when they're doing a fly, they come up like this, round their shoulders forward. That just shifts the tension from your pec over to your front delt. I think you're touching your elbows together, keeping your arms almost not fully locked out, just type a slight bend in the elbow. That puts a lot more tension onto your pec instead of rounding forward and shifting onto your front delt. Very nice piece of equipment there. If there was one thing I could choose to improve with this piece of equipment, it would just be the grip. Sit about that grip up there, you're stuck in a supinated position, so my palm facing the ceiling. That's why I'm using this now. So personally, I prefer a neutral grip. That way then when I pull, I can really drive my elbow into my back pocket. Whereas I feel like when I do the supinated grip, I'm a bit stuck up here and up tight, so I don't get as deep as I want. So whilst Gym Leco are fairly good in fairness with their piece of equipment they do produce, if there's one thing I could improve in this piece of equipment, it would be that the grip can be adjustable to where you want it, or supinated or neutral, then it would be perfect. Right, that is my upper pump session wrapped up. Luckily enough now the studio wasn't being used, so I'm going to try break into a few poses right now. Tom has to do his cardio, so he has to head off fairly soon. He's getting to town and get himself way isolate, is what he said he has to get. But yeah, I get these clothes off me. You will have seen in the session, I've been literally wearing the biggest, baggiest, oversized clothes because a man is Baltic right now. Literally everything I wear is like a parachute on me right now. But yeah, about to get into the pair of trunks right now, break into a few poses, and let's see what we're looking like. Like, to be honest, I'm feeling flat as fuck, to be honest with you. Like I said about 25 times already, I just can't wait for a few carbs to try fill up a bit and give me a bit of energy. So yeah, let's just break into it. However, we are fast forwarding a few hours. You should have seen the hassle I had getting out of Childers Road. And if you're from Limerick, you'll know Childers Road can be quite busy when it comes to traffic. Of course, tomorrow is Halloween, so the place was absolutely mental, right? I checked this. The ignition started in my car at 3:23 p.m. my ignition started. I did not leave the car park, not until I got home, I did not leave the car park until 3:58 p.m. So it almost took me a full half an hour to get out of the car park. It was fucking mental in there. Eventually, I finally got home. I've already had my post-workout meal. I was there literally driving the car, starving, falling away to nothing. Please, just give me food, give me a banana. But yeah, finally we made it anyways, and I survived. Whilst I was actually over there, I looked out, like I came out of the gym, I looked over, I was like, I'm not even into that car now. I walked down to the parkway, and I actually picked up myself some electrolytes. I did mention in the previous video that I'm going to get the Perform one, but I'm going to have no electrolytes for tomorrow, and I really want them. So they're like €22 in Chemist Warehouse. So I walked out and got these. I got the cherry mango flavour, and I have tried it already. It's nice, it does the job. So I have my electrolytes now for the morning. So got that. What I have here in front of me, I have my mince meal. I've got 150 grams of lean mince. My veg is mushrooms, peppers, green beans, and lettuce. Yeah, I don't miss anything else. And then I'm going to head out for my steps soon enough. And of course, we'll pair this again with my 100 grams of pineapple coming straight after this meal. Right now, I'm trying to organise a session with David Massey tomorrow. But we're trying to train in Kings. But the two of us have just found out that the gym doesn't open until 11 o'clock, unfortunately. So we were supposed to train in the morning. But then we're like, we were supposed to train in the morning, but the gym doesn't open till 11. But I have a haircut then booked in for 1:30. So I'm like stuck for time. Then we were saying we might train at 2:30, but then he doesn't know if he'll have his car at that time. So we're like trying to sort this out. Hopefully we get it sorted because I do want to train in Kings tomorrow. It'd be nice to just meet up with someone else as well. A good session in together. So hopefully we get that sorted and I bring you along in that vlog then tomorrow. I think it's just nice to train in Kings as well, just like proper bodybuilding vibe. If any of you know Kings in Limerick, if any of you know Kings in Limerick, the proper bodybuilding vibe gym. So it'd just be nice to get in there. Of course, train with Massey's, but I get someone else on the channel, it'd be brilliant. But yeah, if I get that started, I will let you know. I'm gonna get this meal into me now, and then I head out for my evening block of steps, and I'll have my actual final cardio session tomorrow. It's not a bit of an emotional one. It won't be emotional for me. I can't wait to get off the fucking thing. And we'll call it a day and say, right, I'm finishing that bastard of a bike now for a while. Not that I'm finished with, but it's going to heavily taper down. And I will keep my cardio up in the gain phase as well, just not to the same extent that I have been doing for ages. I'm expecting, I don't know, I was 67.0 kilos this morning. I'm expecting to step on the scale in the morning and see sub 67, which is absolutely mental to me. I never want to see this weight again. Obviously, when I start to carb load on Saturday, it'll be interesting to see how my body weight responds. So like if I'm 66, for example, right, 66 and a half or something, whatever it happens to be, it'll be interesting to see what body weight I wake up at on Sunday morning with the extra carbs going in. And of course, that then will dictate how we approach the proper peak the following week. That's the main benefit now of this photo shoot. Obviously, the photo shoot itself is cool, but we get to trial this peak so we can see how my body responds to certain things and we can kind of manipulate it the following. Say, okay, maybe we shouldn't do this or we should do that. Okay, so I might spill over if I do this, or I might be flat if I do that. It just gives you more data to work with. So yeah, without rambling on too much, I get this meal into me, head out for my few steps, and then have my final meal for the day, get to bed, and hopefully have that session organised by then. Oh, wouldn't some of those be nice? So you know what the problem here, lads? This is a mistake that too many people make. I was looking at them jellies and I came in and I was like, gosh, for one jelly wouldn't do any harm. But let's be real here, for any of you who are into snacking, and I know myself too well here, it wouldn't just be the one, would it? And that's where your calories are going to take a hit. So if any of you struggle with snacking and you know yourself, if you have a higher tendency to like, if you start snacking and you can't stop, maybe just don't start in the first place, okay? And some simple things you can do when it comes to snacking is one, just don't have stuff like that in the house. Obviously, tomorrow's Halloween, so it's a bit of an exemption. But I know myself, jellies are something in particular that I struggle with a lot to avoid. And if I was in, like, I'm in this prep now, not a hope I'd leave, sorry, this camera's going to get me, not a hope I'd have jellies lying around the house because I know myself, my tendency to just snack on them would be too high. So, in general, option one, don't have them there. Option number two, if you are someone who snacks a lot, is to just have better options available in the house. Like, for example, if you are someone who knows you snack, right? Bananas, have healthy fruits lying around the house when you do go to snack. Your options when you do snack are just better, okay? Lower calorie, healthier options. Don't be picking on shit the whole time. But yeah, I came into the house a while ago, seen all them stacked up on the table. It's like, I wouldn't mind some of that. Be an awful shame if the children called to the house tomorrow saying trick or treat and there was no jellies left, wouldn't it? What is up? If you can't tell by looking at me, I am absolutely erect. I am fit for bed. Right now it is 9 p.m. I need to get into bed and get to sleep. Tomorrow is my final 60 minutes cardio I have of this prep, and tomorrow the fat loss phase with the prep 2025 is wrapped up. It's been one hell of a 26-week prep, whatever it has been. Now the fun begins. Carb load, I have got a bit of a protocol sent through to me, which I'll let you know in tomorrow's vlog. I don't know the food or anything, but I have the protocol of how we're going to approach it, let's say on Saturday, which is really exciting. Yeah, I'll let you know that I won't go into too much detail. I'll let you know the protocol in tomorrow's vlog, so you'll have to wait for that. And for anybody who is following along on the daily or touching in every single day to watch these vlogs, I cannot thank you enough. I really appreciate the support. I got a few messages today, people telling me that they're following along on the vlogs. I just want to say I genuinely really do appreciate it. So yeah, tomorrow I'm on my last upper pump session training with David Massey in King's Gym, and it's my final cardio session. It's my final training session before my photo shoot this Sunday, and then of course we have stage 7 days later. So I'm gonna get into bed. I'm gonna try do my best to get 7 hours sleep tonight and try to get off as much fatigue as I can and try to be as fresh as possible for the photo shoot on Sunday. So yeah, if you are enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the morning. All the best, guys.